Because mode of transport have advantage and disadvantage. And for each type of activity of travel, one mode may be more efficient than the other. The idea is that we will combine different modes. From time to time you take your car, you go to the parking lot, then you take a bus or you take a train, and then again when you arrive at the station you take a bike and you go to your work. This combination must be properly organized, and the whole idea about seamless transportation is that it should be easy to do this sort of combination. And I think it's the future of humanity, because we're not going, at least in Europe, but I know all over the world, we're not going to pile up cars in a city. Space is not available for having a growth of 5% every year. It's impossible. So we'll need to kind of specialize each mode for the type of transportation that we need. It's because of mankind, because we need to cooperate, and cooperation requires people of goodwill and require less ego. And we are in a world where ego is important, where you have people who don't want to cooperate because they prefer to be isolated within their own boundaries. And so the whole idea is about openness, collaboration, and I even say integration, because I personally believe that you need to set up some institutions which are kind of representing the cooperation. If you appoint one gentleman, general manager of the Verkehrsverbund here, he will defend this idea and will make it work. If it's just a question of making a contract from time to time and having nobody personify the Verkehrsverbund, it will not work. So we need from time to time work on governance and institution, not too many institutions, I hate institutions, but from time to time for making cooperation effective. That is a good way. Well, I think we need to try to see, because interstate transportation is another issue. Basically, you know that, for instance, rail, heavy rail, only 5 to 6% of people are really needing high-speed rail. Most of the people, they need regional rail. Your S-Bahn, coming every day from their home to their work or to the school. 95% of the people use suburban rail, bus, tramway, metros, things of that sort. You need to make that as easy as possible, because we haven't been able to have people having their home close to their work, unfortunately, and that's bad coordination between planning and transportation, urban planning and transportation. We haven't been able to, so people need to commute. At least let's make this part of their life an interesting and easy time. You can read, you can listen to Wi-Fi, you can use your computer, make from that non-instant transport something more interesting and comfortable. That is why we want seamless travel every day for the citizens. Yeah, I think we need to convince politicians that they have to take great interest to this. Mobility is becoming a major concern for everybody every day. So I think on the political agenda, what we did today is to try to say, but I know that your mayor here in Leipzig knows that, so he should not be convinced. But others are not yet convinced. They're still more convinced with other issues. So the idea is, why don't you put mobility on the top of your political agenda and develop, and take some time and money, we need money, to develop a seamless mobility. I think because it was created by politicians, and they're still coming in a lot. But it's a time where we can really discuss with them, and they can hear or feel what's going on the transportation scene. And that's very important, because my personal feeling is generally politicians, they just listen to the people. They're not listening all the time to experts, and we need from time to time to have a dialogue with them.